What is going on, guys? Brad here from Pickdawgz.com, and I got a pick in this Knicks first Spurs game going down on Wednesday, December 25th, 2024. Here at Pick Dawgz, we drop the most free pick videos at anyone. So click that subscribe button, drop a like. It helps us out a lot. If you guys are looking for the picks like the best, the picks like the most, including my $15 pick of the day, go to Pickdawgz.com, click the premium pick section, or click the link in the description of this video. You will find all my plays there. For all my big bettors out there, we do offer a VIP one-on-one service. This is for people with bigger bankrolls and high rollers, whereas our normal premium picks have something to offer to everyone. So if this sounds like something more up your alley, text the number on the screen, and my man Kasi will get right to you. Alrighty, guys. Merry Christmas to everyone. Hope everyone has a great time with their families. And yeah, we got a nice little morning game with the Spurs headed into New York to play the Knicks, the first Christmas game of the day. You know, I know there's NFL games on, things like that. Christmas is for the basketball. Christmas is for the NBA, and I'm going to stick with that. It's going to be hard not to watch the NFL, but I think Christmas is meant for the NBA, personally. But let's break this thing down, man. We got the Spurs coming in with a 15-14 record, 14-15 ATS. This was one of the teams that I really liked to tail earlier on in the season. They were making me some money, and then they went on a bit of a skid, not covering in 6 straight games, but now they're back. Now they're back, and they're covering games at a nice clip. They've covered in their last 3 straight games. They're coming off a weird game in Philly. I mean, the officiating in that game was wild. You know, Joel Embiid gets 2 technicals. I mean, that dude barely even plays, and then when he does play, he's getting kicked out of the game. I mean, that guy's a clown. And then Andre Drummond gets ejected, and then they realize they made a mistake, and he comes back in. Just a wild, weird game. They ended up losing that one by 5, but they did cover the spread. So I think the Spurs team may be a little bit streaky when it comes to covering, and we got to ride the waves. So, you know, like I said, they went on that tough streak where they failed to cover. It was actually, 6 games, and then they went on a 3-game cover streak. So I'm back to looking at the Spurs. I will say the Spurs are a much better home team than they are a road team, but in this spot, we're getting 9.5 points, which is a ton. But looking at the Knicks, 19-10 record, 15-13-1 ATS. And they are on a nice little cover streak themselves. They've won their last 4 games and covered in their last 4 games. Coming off a big win against Toronto, we were on the Knicks in that game to cover that large spread. Toronto was on a back end of a back-to-back. So just a great smash spot for the Knicks. And yeah, the Knicks are playing good ball. Kind of similar to the Spurs. They have been a little bit streaky as well. You know, we saw them go on a nice winning streak, and then they lost one, won one, lost one, and now they're back on a 4-game winning streak. So both these teams, I kind of like to ride the waves. When they're hot, you take them. When they're cold, you fade them. So kind of a tough pick here, but all around, man, first Christmas game of the day, I think I'm going to take the points here. You know, the Knicks are a really good rebounding team, but one guy that could stop that or counter that would be Victor Wembanyama. So I think this is actually a decent matchup for the Spurs because they do have a presence in the paint like Wembanyama. And I just think this is a game that the Spurs are able to keep somewhat close. You know, they're going to get up for this one. This just isn't a normal regular season game. This is a game that, you know, a lot of the country will be watching. And in that type of matchup, I way rather have 9.5 points than lay 9.5 points. So give me the Spurs here. I think the Knicks probably win this one outright, but I think the Spurs keep it somewhat close. Appreciate you guys watching this, man. Like I said, hope everyone has a good Christmas. Drop a like, drop in the comments you guys are taking in this one. You can follow me on Instagram at BrownWinsBets if you want to follow my Handicapper more closely. But most importantly, subscribe to Pick Dawgz on YouTube because we're just trying to help you guys win some money. I'm going to catch you on the next one.